Joining us now from CLTV Studio C, he's the voice of McDonald's, Sears, Allstate, Clear Blue Easy, and CW Atlanta, Jeff Morrow from jeffmorrow.tv. Jeff, I know you don't like this cold weather, man. You're a singer, you're a composer, you do commercial voiceovers. Isn't this bad weather on the vocal cords? Come on now.
Well, you stay inside as much necessary to go outside. How are you, Gerard?
I'm doing fantastic.
Great,
you know, Jeff, come on, man. Why stay here? It's a cold climate. You know, you're a jingle singer. You do voiceover talent. Why stay in Chicago, man? Live in LA, Arizona, Bermuda.
Well, you know, Chicago is a great city to live and work. You know, we get to experience all 4 seasons of the year. We get to deal with the lovely weather in the summertime, but we also have to deal with the cold weather in the wintertime. Yeah. And as far as, you know, my jobs and advertising and things like that, I've been here so long that I know the clients. I have great relationships with my clients. I have great clients.
Yeah.
You know, it's fun to be here. It's a lot easier than going to a new city, picking up my family, moving, and trying to make connections in another place, New York or LA. You know, I have a lot of friends that are moving now, going different directions, but I've chosen to stay here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You know what? I was reading a story earlier, Jeff, that should touch on your heartstrings here. Man, there was a young boy who put his tongue on a steel pole today, man. I'm reading this in the paper.
I saw that.
Of course, that harkens back, man, to Gene Shepard's great work. Gene Shepard, of course, from Hammond, Indiana. You know, I mean, we got to tell kids, man, don't do stuff like that. The temperatures are cold.
That's right. I had that conversation with my kids right after seeing that story on the news. So. Yes, we do. We have to talk about that.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, let's talk about, you know, the city of Chicago. You mentioned contacts earlier. You mentioned that, you know, this is where you fostered many of those contacts. But to you, what makes Chicago such a special city to the point where people will brave 20 degrees below zero?
Well, you know, Chicago has something special that none of the other big advertising cities has. First of all, the people here are friendly. You can walk down the street and say hello to people. In LA, you know, or New York, you don't have that kind of Midwestern hospitality, friendliness. There's a big point for me right there.
Yeah.
You know, we grew up in the same area, and we are both very outgoing, very friendly people, and we like to talk to people, and can't do that in some of those other cities.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I had a bad vibe last time I went to New York.
I'm sure you did.
I mean, it was unbelievable. You know, of course, the weather gets just as cold there, but the conversations are terse. You get cut off. You ask a person a question in New York, and they're trying to get rid of you.
That's right.
You know, and I don't think you get quite as much of that in Chicago. 630-575-TALK is the number. 630-575-TALK. I'm speaking with Jeff Morrow from jeffmorrow.tv. Jeff, let's talk about those contacts that you mentioned earlier. In the city of Chicago being a great advertising city, what makes it better than other cities in terms of advertising? Be a little bit more specific.
Well, in terms of, as far as my job, the accessibility of agencies and the ability to move around, the ability to have multiple jobs in one day.
Yeah.
I know that most of my jobs are going to be either at my house or they're going to be right in the same area downtown.
Yeah.
I can go downtown and go from one studio to another studio. Now, I've tried working in New York. I've had jobs where I've had to go into New York and work. First of all, I couldn't get a cab in New York. Second of all, trying to go from one studio to another studio is almost impossible unless you're very familiar with the city and you know how to get around in the city.
He's Jeff Morrow from jeffmorrow.tv right here in Chicago, Illinois, choosing to brave this cold weather. I'm going to Camille. Camille, thanks for calling Garrard McClendon Live. What's your comment?
Well, Gerard, I want to tell you look great today. Thank you for having me on, or at least listening to my question.
Thank you.
But I'll tell you like this. Chicago builds character. You understand? This is a character city, and especially what we're going through right now.
Wow.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
This is a character city, and we don't have time to be playing. And when it's cold, when it's 10 below outside, 10 below, you got time to be playing with somebody. You got time to be messing up.
Hey, that's right. Hey, Camille, thanks for the call. We appreciate you for calling GML. Jeff, she talks about character building. I mean, come on, man. Is that true?
That is definitely true. You better have character if you're going to hang here.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, hold on tight, Jeff. Still to come on tonight's show, more with Jeff Morrow and more of your phone calls, 630-575-TALK. Hey, why do you choose to live in Chicago as cold as it is? Garrard McClendon Live continues in a moment. Hit that website, cltv.com/GML. We'll be back in 2 minutes. I want to give a quick shout out to our newest sponsor of Garrard McClendon Live, Moo and Oink. It's always grilling season in the McClendon household, even if it's below zero out there. So welcome aboard to our new Garrard McClendon Live friends at Moo and Oink. We look forward to a long friendship in the year 2009. Welcome back to Garrard McClendon Live. You know I've got Jeff Morrow from jeffmorrow.tv in the mix with me tonight. Jeff, before I go back to phones, hey, give me a little bit of some VeggieTale voices and some Dig 'em the Frog. Come on.
VeggieTales. He has a big laugh. And one of the characters I play is Palmy. He's a palm tree, kind of hops around. So that's just a little taste of some of his stuff. For years, I did Dig 'em for Kellogg's. Kellogg's Honey Smacks, you'll be hopping.
Oh, I'm loving it. Hey, Jeff, let me go to some phones. I'm going to, let me look at Joe. Joe, thanks for calling Garrard McClendon Live. What's your comment? Hi, Joe, what's your comment?
Yeah, my comment is, you people don't know what cold is.
Oh.
I used to work at the airlines for about 15 years, Continental Airlines.
Wow.
Wow.
They have you driving around in open vehicles, moving luggage, then unloading this luggage, getting all sweated up.
Yeah.
And after you got done doing that, they got another plane coming in right behind you.
Hey, Joe, let me ask you a question. Joe,
let me finish this.
Joe, let me ask you a question. When you work under those conditions, what are you wearing?
You got to wear layers. You got to wear layers. Without that, you ain't going to survive. And your feet, they have to be socks, gym shoes, and rubber boots.
Yeah, I appreciate your call. Thanks for calling Garrard McClendon Live.
You know, here in Chicago, that goes back to those Midwestern values. We just have patience. We don't have a problem dealing with people. So that comes from home training a lot of times.
That's right, absolutely. I'm going to go to DJ next. DJ, thanks for calling GML. What's your comment?
Hey, you know what I got to say why I don't move from Chicago?
Why?
Because everybody that's born and raised from Chicago, they know this is Mother Nature's season.
Yeah.
They know the snow is going to come in January, February.
That's absolutely
prepare
right.
for that. And then the block he said he walked on, I don't know what hospitality block that is, but you show me that block where they speak to a lot of people. One more thing.
All
right. I still love Chicago because no matter how cold it is, the ladies gonna come out to the club.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey,
This is the only place. The only place.
Hey, DJ, it's all about ladies' night, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Hey, it's nothing like a Chicago nightclub, Jeff. And I'm going to tell you, man, it's been a while since I've been to one.
Me too.
You know, but no matter how cold it is, Jeff, DJ said the ladies will be there. And you know what? The men always follow. Hey, Jeff, hold tight.
Sure.
Still to come on tonight's show, more with Jeff Morrow from jeffmorrow.tv, giving us reasons why he's staying in Chicago. 630-575-TALK is the number. More Garrard McClendon Live in the cold. Back in 2 minutes.